my name is Zippy, and I'm actually a blogger. My blog is champagneliving.net, and I also have one called The Review Broads. And on Champagne Living, I teach people how to live the good life. But what most of them don't know is that I have a secret. And that secret is that I'm a closet sweeper. Well, I'm not really a closet sweeper because my family and friends all know that I have been doing this for well over 40 years. The truth is that I won my very first sweepstakes. It was actually a raffle draw when I was only 5 years old. And my mom had put a little paper with my name in it into a fishbowl at the, I think it was a shoe store. And 2 weeks later, she got a call that I had won a tricycle, which was my first bike. Now, I don't know if that's what started the bug, because I didn't start doing this at 5 years old. But years later, when I was in high school, I won my first raffle draw. And that put the bug in me. And I started to search out contests and sweepstakes. And at that time, they were mostly in teen magazines, because I was in that age group where the teen magazines all had little giveaways, and you could win Lily and Vernon jewelry or whatever. And I would beg my mom for stamps. And I continued the hobby on and off. And when my son was born, I went from being very active to being in the house all day. So I really amped up my sweepstaking because I needed a hobby. I needed something that I enjoyed doing. And I also wanted to bring those little extras into the household because I wasn't working anymore. So I started to subscribe to contest newsletters, and I would send in 3x5 cards or search for entry forms and enter. I'd enter everything and anything that would fit with our home. I obviously didn't enter for things I don't really care to use. And I did that for many years. And then when my son was a bit older, I went back to work. Right now, again, I have my own business. It's a blog, and I also write. And now I just sweepstakes as for enjoyment, for relaxation. I'll do it on the weekends. I do it in the evenings. I just kick back, put the laptop on my lap, and go and enter. Now, the things that I'm looking to enter for right now is I really want to go to Italy. Have never been. So right now I'm searching out all sorts of sweepstakes for trips to Italy. Now, I'm rather a niche blogger because I like to win experiences. For example, I sat at the finish line at the Kentucky Derby a couple of years ago in a box, and I actually had one of the owner trainers coming from the backside to give me hot tips. But if you know anything about horses, that doesn't mean anything, because I didn't walk away with any of their money, but I had the time of my life. Just 2 months ago, I was on the Bud Light, I think it was called the Port Paradise cruise, where we went on the Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines, my husband and I got to see Nelly in concert, in a private concert on one of their islands. Great fun. I'm a little old for Nelly, but it didn't matter. I had the best time. Quite a few years ago, I had the opportunity to take my son to Spain, and we did a sherry tour through the sherry bodegas in the Andalusia area of Spain. Great fun, something that I would never even think to do, and it was an experience that that I could have gotten nowhere else, because I was invited into private bodegas and really got a back of the house view of how how sherry is created. My favorite experience was winning the Sex and the City sweepstakes that Sky Vodka had sponsored, and I was whisked away to New York, given money to buy a beautiful dress, taken to Frederick Fekkai, where I had my hair, which was quite a bit longer, done, my makeup, taken to a private party, and then on to the premiere of the movie, where I had the opportunity to sit with the stars and with people like Isaac Mizrahi and Jerry Seinfeld. I even got to chat with Billy Joel as I walked down the stairs with him. And then we went on to the after party at the Museum of Modern Art, where again, I got to hang out with people like Katie Couric, Regis Philbin, and I had an interesting experience because I was at a table and there were only maybe 2 or 3 tables set up, and there were 2 seats at my table. And I had one of them, and I wasn't used to wearing the heels that I was wearing, so I wanted to sit for a portion of the night. And Jennifer Hudson's feet started to hurt. So she came over and asked me if she could sit with me because I had one of the few extra seats. And I got to spend a lot of time chatting with her. Now, where else would I be able to get an experience like that? But I've also won normal stuff. Like I've won computers, I've won cash, I've won a car, and I won all sorts of electronics that I have in the house. So I'm going to take you through and show you a couple of the things that I have won recently. And let's see. Let's go into my living room. And this is the Sony HD radio with the number blinking just like it would on a DVD player, because someone hasn't said it, probably me. And I actually have a television set that I won from Snyder Pretzels, along with a huge supply of pretzels, and that's been going strong for years now. And let me take you over here to see my Bose radio, the Bose Wave radio that I won. Now I'm going to walk you to the kitchen. And excuse the mess, but this is a quick video. In the kitchen, I have my convection oven that I don't think I could live without, and I would never have even thought to buy one. And winning one, it's my favorite appliance. Of course, next to it is my second favorite appliance, which is my Tassimo coffee maker, because it makes making coffee in the morning very easy. I've also recently won a Subway gift card, and there's always something in the mail. And you know, there's nothing like that feeling of a certified letter or a FedEx coming, and you open it up and you have no idea what's inside. So I hope that gave you a little bit of information about what I do as a sweeper, and if you have any questions, please feel free to call.